Okay, hello. Today we are going to solve this question. The question is modify the matrix. It was asked today in a LeetCode contest, weekly contest. The question says given a zero indexed array of m cross n matrix, and we have to create a new zero index matrix whose name should be answer, and this answer matrix should be equal to this matrix. It would be exactly equal to this matrix. Even the elements would be equal to it. But wherever we get this value -1 in this matrix should have to be replaced with the maximum value of that respective column. Now, what does that mean? That means, for example, here we have 1, 2, and here again we have -1. So this -1 has to be replaced with the maximum value in this column. In this column, the maximum value is 1, 6, 9. The maximum value is 9. So this one has to be replaced with 9. Now again, here we have in this row 4, -1 and 6. Here we have -1 and the maximum value is 8. So this one has to be replaced with 8. Okay. So the new matrix becomes everything is the constant, only this one and this one, this -1 and this -1 has been replaced with the maximum value in their respective columns. So the new matrix is this one. Now similarly here we have just 1, -1, and in this column the maximum element is 2. The -1 is replaced by 2. Okay. Now what is the intuition behind? The main intuition should be, first of all, we will exactly copy each and every element in the new array or the matrix, and we will traverse and we will make a column matrix. It would be a simple 1D array. In that matrix we will store the maximum value of each column. For example, in the first column the maximum value is 7, so we will store column of 0 to be 7, column of 1 to be 8, column of 2 to be 9. And again we will traverse in the answer matrix. Right now this one is only our answer matrix. We'll traverse here in the first row. We are getting the second column is -1, so we'll replace the second column with the second column of 2, that is 9. And similarly row 2 and column 1 is -1, so we will replace -1 with column of 1, that is 8. Now let us see the coding part. The coding part is somewhere like this. First of all, we will check the number of rows and the number of columns. Okay. Now we will make our column matrix. Here in the column matrix, what it is used for? For storing the maximum value of the given respective column. For example, as I told, for the first column we have 7 as the largest element. For the second column 8. For the third column 9. So this way the column matrix will store the maximum element of each column. Now we will initialize a maximum variable with a minimum value, integer dot minimum value, and we will search for the largest element in each column and store in this column matrix. Okay, so we are traversing in a nested loop from this to this, and we are storing matrix of if I or j is greater than max, so we'll update our max and we will store column of I with this maximum value. Again we will initialize max with the minimum value of integer, and so on until it reaches the length c. Now we will create our answer array and initialize all the elements similar to the matrix. So I answer of I of j is equal to matrix of I or j. Now this is our crucial step. Here what we will do, we will traverse in each column wise. Here what we were doing, we were traversing from each row we'll traverse, like in the first row we'll traverse in each column. But here what we are doing in each column we are traversing row wise. For example, in this column, first column, this one is our first column, here we will traverse first row, second row, third row. Again in the next column, first row, second row, third row. So similarly here we will get that there is no such -1 element present. So we will do column plus plus. Now here we will go the first row, second row. In the second row we got our -1 element. So we will replace, we'll check it is which column. It is column number 1. So we will replace it with column of 1. So column of 1 is storing the maximum value, that is 8. Okay, this one. Column of I is storing the maximum value. So I is our row. For each row we are checking each column. For the first column we are checking the each row. Okay. Now if I of j is -1, we will replace answer of I of j with column of j. Okay, because j stores the maximum value in that column. See, j is checking the column value. Okay, and at last this answer will be in this particular manner as told by the question. So, and at last we have to return the answer matrix. So that was all. I hope this question and the solution is quite understandable. And this category of question comes under easy category. This is an easy category question, and simply we are solving this question in big O of n square time. Okay, big O of n square, because we are having two nested loop and we don't know the length of the matrix and length of the row and length of the column of the matrix. So that's why it's big O of n square. So this one is big O of n square, this one is also big O of n square, and this one is big O of n square. So summing up, it's big O of n square, and we have to ignore the constant, so it's big O of n square. And code will also gets accepted. And let me show you the acceptance rate. For example, here how much is the time complexity comparison. So this one is the time complexity. It beats 100% of the users with Java, and it's taking 2 milliseconds of time. So it's quite good, but the only thing we have here is the memory. Memory is 45 MB, but that will also do, because main thing that we need is more optimal time. So that's all.